You spent your entire childhood protecting the wrong parent. You believed their stories. You cut off the other parent. You thought it was your choice. But what if the parent you defended was the one manipulating you all along? I'm Sergiu Popovici, and this is the short version of one of the most important videos on this channel. If you want the full breakdown with all the research and long-term consequences, watch the complete video linked in the description. This is parental alienation, when one parent systematically destroys a child's relationship with the other parent through psychological manipulation. And here's what most people don't realize. You genuinely believed you were making your own choices. The alienating parent didn't just badmouth the other parent occasionally. They built an entire narrative where that parent was dangerous, unloving, or didn't really want you. They told you stories about how terrible that parent was, how they abandoned you, how they hurt you. And over time, those stories became your memories, even though they were distortions or complete lies. But the real damage happened in the subtle everyday sabotage that you didn't even recognize as manipulation. Suddenly, there were always reasons you couldn't see the other parent. You had a school event that weekend. You weren't feeling well. There was a family obligation. The other parent forgot to confirm the visit, or they canceled again, even though they actually didn't. When you did spend time with that parent, you came back and the alienating parent asked questions designed to make you uncomfortable. Did they ask about me? What did they say? Did they try to turn you against me? Planting seeds of suspicion and making you feel disloyal for enjoying the visit. Vacations and special occasions were systematically ruined. The alienating parent scheduled something unmissable during the other parent's time, or they'd call constantly during your visits just to check in, or they'd be visibly upset when you left, making you feel guilty for wanting to go. And here's the most insidious part. They made you angry at the targeted parent for things that weren't actually their fault. You believed the other parent didn't show up when actually the alienating parent told them the wrong time or location. You thought they forgot your birthday when actually they sent gifts that were hidden or thrown away. You felt abandoned when they stopped trying, even though they were fighting in court for access that was being blocked. The alienating parent positioned every conflict as proof. See? I told you they don't really care about you. If they loved you, they wouldn't upset you like this, even though the upset was manufactured by the alienating parent's interference. Over time, you stopped wanting to see the other parent because every interaction felt tense, uncomfortable, wrong, not because that parent changed, but because you'd been psychologically conditioned to associate them with negative emotions. And the most heartbreaking part? You defended the alienating parent fiercely because you genuinely believed you were protecting yourself and the parent who really loved you. Research from the University of Tasmania shows that adults who experienced parental alienation report severe long-term damage anxiety, depression, PTSD, difficulty trusting in relationships, choosing abusive partners similar to the alienating parent, and profound guilt when they finally realize what happened. Many alienated children eventually reach out to the targeted parent as adults and discover that everything they were told was false, that this parent actually loved them and fought to stay in their life, and they're left dealing with grief over lost years and rage at the parent who manipulated them. If you're watching this and recognizing yourself, understand that what happened to you was psychological abuse, and the fact that you rejected the targeted parent doesn't mean you're to blame. Children cannot be held responsible for beliefs that adults systematically programmed into them. This is just the surface for the complete breakdown, including all the psychological tactics, the research on long-term consequences, how to recognize if you were alienated, and how to begin healing. Watch the full version of this video, linked in the description and pinned in the comments. Parental alienation is real. It's documented in over 200 empirical studies, and it's far more common than most people realize. If this resonated with you, subscribe to Psychology by Sergiu Popovici for more research-backed psychology that explains the patterns most people never recognize in their own lives. Leave a comment below if you experienced this. When did you realize what had happened? Your story might help someone else finally understand their childhood. Thank you for watching, and remember, if someone had to convince you to hate a parent who loved you, you were the victim of manipulation, not the author of your own choices. Watch the full version for the complete story, and I'll see you in the next one.